What's going on YouTube? WILDMAN here, back in the indoor gym today. I'm going to give you a quick demonstration. This is called a flat bench press. You can see how it's perfectly perpendicular to the ground. Now watch what happens when I raise it just one click up. That is now called an incline bench press. And the reason why I'm going over this is going to be today's topic. So let's get on with the giant set for the day, and I'm going to explain more why I had to give that thrilling demonstration. So the idea is I'm going to be doing the incline bench press. Yes, the incline bench press. And I'm going to be doing a 1 rep max. Going to be doing some reps as I work up to my top weight. And the idea is just to go for 1 rep max, just kind of see where I'm at. In between, I'm also going to be doing some single arm farmer carries with an 80-pound kettlebell. Just to and back from the gym, really working my obliques and my shoulders mainly. That's going to be the strength giant set for the day. And another quick note is that barbell that I'm using. I've gone over this barbell before. Me and this barbell are not friends at all, mainly because it's an Olympic weightlifting bar, so it bends very easily. And because of that, I really hate this bar because when you bench press with it, it wobbles and moves like it's a bamboo bar. It's very unstable. But when you deadlift with it, it's absolutely fantastic because it's so flexible. But again, bench pressing, not very much fun, but that's why I'm lifting with it, because it makes me a whole lot better at a normal barbell when I switch back over to it. All right, so now the reason why I had to give that thrilling demonstration between a flat bench press and an incline bench press is because when I post shorts of me doing an incline bench press for some good weight, I get a lot of comments saying that's not incline. I had some dummy actually, put out there for the whole public to see. That's called a high raised flat bench press, which by definition makes it an incline bench press. So that was just really silly. So per my demonstration, when you have a bench that is completely horizontal, perpendicular to the ground, that's called a flat bench press. If you were to lower the bench where it's tilted and it's pointing towards the ground, that's now called a decline bench. And if it's flat and you raise it up 1 click, 2 click, or 3 clicks, you're now getting into the incline bench portion. I know, that's astounding, right? It's very simple physics, but you'd be surprised how many people are very confused by that very concept. Now, when it comes to the incline bench press, I like to go only 1 click up, because 1 click up is a pretty decent incline, depending on what kind of bench you have in the gym, but it really carries over a lot into the flat bench press, which is something I like to get good on. Now, if you were to raise it 2 or 3 clicks up more, that's now into what's called a high incline bench, which is going to be beneficial more towards your shoulders, because every click you go up, the weight is now moving up along your chest, and now you're activating your front delts a lot more, which is on your shoulders, in case you also don't know what those are. So let's just, use a variable here that we can all understand. If you're doing a flat bench press, and that's like 100% where the average is going to be from chest to shoulders, when you do an incline bench press, 1 click up like I do, now you're shifting more into the 90% chest area and 10% shoulders. And every click you keep going up, the chest number is going to go down and the percentage on your shoulders is going to go up until you're perfectly perpendicular in a vertical stance on the bench, where now you're doing a very awkward seated press. So hopefully we all got that all cleared up today. This is going to be my top set for the day. I honestly don't know how this is going to go, because this bar, like I said, very weird. But I'm happy to say that I was able to fling this up. Could have probably gone for a PR today, but that wasn't today's point. Today was to hit this number 315, because I like to make sure that I stay good on that number, because I rarely do incline bench press for 1 rep maxes. And then drop it down by removing some 45 plates on each side, and then banging out some volume for 1 rep with 225 pounds. And my number I wanted to hit today was 10. I didn't want to go higher than that, so if I hit 10, I was going to be very happy with that, because this was just more about a bodybuilding session, kind of taking it easy and just getting a really good pump, which just ended up pumping my chest very good, probably because that bar had something to do with it. And I kept in the same format as before by doing those single farmer carries. Really find that helps my shoulders and my obliques and keeps them healthy and the longevity good. And I was running out of time, so I just moved on to the accessory giant set. So I was doing 3 rounds, worked up to a 10 rep max, where I ended up maxing out the machine for my top set on some tricep pull downs, just to make sure that I'm doing some heavy tricep work. Then what you can see with my hands here, I'm not doing a standard pec fly. I put my hands up more like a hitchhiker movement, and I'm really trying to hit my chest like this. I was doing a lot of reps, like a lot. And this really isolates the chest a whole lot better. And then some hitchhikers in the same exact format on the same exact machine. That was the total workout for the day. I really appreciate everybody stopping by and hope you learned something new and you'll stop questioning my incline bench press. I'll see you next time. And don't forget to like and subscribe.